Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, all you people out there. Good morning. I see the counter is counting. It's 21 seconds into the live stream. Good morning. This is Spirit Journey. Today is Saturday. Beautiful Saturday. The time is now 9:15 a.m. June 3rd. Wow, June 3rd, 2023. I'm sitting at home. I just came back about maybe a half an hour from my daily walks with my pack, my little Lily, my Havanese, my little Shih Tzu, my little Shih Tzu whose name is Lilac, and my little boy Lavender, my Pekingese. This is my little fur babies that I truly love. And yes, good morning, viewer. Good morning. Yes, those been a couple of days. Hey, Cam Cam. Good morning. Yes, yes. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hello. Good morning to you, girly. Good morning. Yes, I was gonna do a live stream. Excuse me. I hope my audio's okay. Cam Cam. Is the audio okay? I hope it's okay. Yeah, I'm going to, I wanted to do a video yesterday, but I'm doing it now. I was saying to myself, well, let me just do my exercise first. I said, no. Yeah, thank you, Cam Cam. Thank you for your words. Yes. But I'm going to do it now. I already did my, almost my 4 hour walk, uh, in the city today. So it's not going to really make a difference right now. Yeah, I got my physical exercise. I wanted to do some sit-ups and things like that. But I think this message is very important. Yes, but it's all good. It's all good, people out there. It's all good. I want to share with you from the heart. See, when I watch YouTube videos, the best videos for me, for my consumption, are those that are heartfelt, those people who talk to you rather than at you. And I feel like sharing from the heart right now. Um, it's about the signs of the time. I'm a very sensitive woman, always been sensitive, but it seems like as you get older, that maybe just being a woman that yeah, 4 hours, yeah. Thanks, Cam Cam. Yeah, that what oh, just got lost train of thought. I'm sorry. But yeah, like the best videos out there are those, people aren't being people anymore. People aren't communicating. I want to share with you some of my thoughts, things that I experienced today and this whole week. Um, the title of this live stream is entitled "Precious and Few." And yes, I might cry in this video. I'm a little teary eyed. Yes, I'm just feeling it right now. Um, yeah, the weather here in New York City is heavily overcast, but it was beautiful though. Yesterday was a very sunny day. Cool in the morning, and then when I was on my way back home from the walk with my pack, boy, that sun was strong. But now it's heavily overcast. Uh, it's very cool outside, and weather like this, when it's overcast, I do feel things more deeply. And with my my fur babies, and my little Havanese is feeling. She was very quiet today and yesterday, and I thought, maybe in part, I gave her a haircut and she had a nice bath, and maybe she's just a little sensitive because I groomed, shampooed and cut her hair a little bit. I mean, she's right by my side. I love you, Lily. I just want you to know that I love you. And I love my other fur babies, Lilac and Lavender. Yeah, I'm a little feeling emotions right now. And I want to share my thoughts with you. Yes, the title Precious and Few. Um, that is actually a title to a song, and I was correct. Yes, it's a 1970 song. It was came out in 1972, and I got it right. Yeah, I said I went to the supermarket this morning to just get a few things. Excuse me. And the song was playing, and I recognized the song from way back. I remember back in 1972 was a very intense time. And the music back then, I don't know. I was just a little girl. I was probably 9 years old when the song came out. And I felt things deeply then. Music, like I used to fall asleep. I had to share a room with someone. And back in those days, we had the radio, and they would play, songs from the radio. And the music always got to me. It was deep. It was very emotional. And I remember this song, Precious and Few. It is a ballad. And I'm sorry, when the song came on in the store, the grocery store, I said, "Wow, I know this song, but I don't know the name." And I thought, I would love to find the name of the song. Well, the person that opened the store up for the day, he rang me up. I said, "Hey, do you know the name of this song?" So he takes out his smartphone and he had, I guess, an app, and he showed it to me. Precious and Few. And wow, wow, it is a beautiful. It's a real song. Oh, it is a beautiful. Yeah, thank you, Cam Cam. Yeah, she said, "Oh, I love how you love your fur babies." Yeah, um, little animals to me remind me of little children. Oh, God. um, and I feel for little children. And with little doggies, they are 200% dependent on you to feed them, to exercise them, to groom them, all these things. And so that they look at me with their eyes, and, my heart kind of breaks sometimes. I'm a little sensitive. But yeah, they're doing good. They're doing okay. But what little animals symbolize to me are children. And there are a lot of hurting children out there, hurting people out there. Oh, sorry. So, yeah, so the song came on. He gave me the name of the song. And I started to get very moved. I, um, got at the store and then I started crying. Oh, God. I want to share with you the words to the song. Okay, I'm going to do a press this button here called present. Okay, let me share my screen. That's it. Extra camera video. Okay, share screen. Okay. Okay, let me press that. Share screen. Screen. Let's see. Oh, I hope it's showing. Wait a minute, let me make sure I got this right. Allow for, let me see. Okay, Foxfire. Oh, I hope I do this right. Okay, it could be this one. I hope I did this right. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. Wait a minute. I know what I did wrong. Okay. I'm going to press this first. Hope this is right. Please forgive me. I haven't done this in a while. I want to try to share a screen. Let me see. Okay, present slide video. Okay, share screen. Okay, share screen. Then I'm gonna do. Okay, let me see. Select. Uh, hope this is it. StreamYard. I want this one. Do you see the screen out there? I don't know whether it was able to pick it up. Yeah, but I don't know whether it's showing right now. Do you let me see here. You got let's see. Wait a minute. Oh, I hope I did this right. It's showing StreamYard, but I want to get brother. Yeah, Cam. Let me know. Oh, brother, I keep going back and forth. I really want to show you this. Okay, I'm not good at navigating this thing. Entire screen. Let's see. This another screen. Let's see here. Do you see the screen? Well, if it's not showing, okay, I'll give you the words. This is the lyrics to "Precious and Few." See, I spelled the word wrong here. Let me correct that spelling. Precious and few. Okay, it reads Precious and few are the moments we two can share, quiet and blue, like the sky. I'm hung over you, and if I can't find my way back home, it just wouldn't be fair, 'cause precious and few are the moments we two can share. Wow, baby, it's you on my mind. Your love is so rare. Being with you is a feeling I just can't compare. And if I can't hold you in my arms, it just wouldn't be fair, 'cause precious and few are the moments we two can share. And if I can't find my way back home, it just wouldn't be fair, 'cause precious and few are the moments we two can share. And it goes on and on. Yet quiet and blue, like the sky, I'm hung over you. And if I can't find my way back home, it just wouldn't be fair, because precious, etc. And wow, people, wow. I yeah, I hope it was able to share that screen. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, this was so you can see. Oh, I see. Allow. Let me see. Stop screen. Okay. Yeah, this was okay. I hope you can see this screen here, the words. These are the lyrics. Yeah, I think you can see it now. Yeah, it's just when the video goes up and people are watching this later on, you could just put it on pause and see the words. They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, the words. Wow. Wow. It is okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I see, you don't see anything. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry. Oh, wow. Just the words to that. So that is what I was listening to this morning in the supermarket. It is a beautiful, beautiful song. Um, it is a love ballad. Yeah, back in the day, they were real love songs, real love songs, songs from the heart. And like this song, why it touched me like when I saw what the actual words were like. Some words are kind of hard to understand. Um, but when you see it in print, they say, okay, that's what they're saying. And when I think of precious and few, I think of my little dogs. They're when I hear the word few, I think of something that's tiny, you know, and they're precious. And it's this is life. Life comes in different forms, whether big or small. And it's those things in life that aren't necessarily abundant full, that are really precious and are valuable. And I just started crying. Yeah, 19 songs from 1972. I find in particular, it was a challenging year for me. 1972, very emotional. The music was very emotional. Uh, but wow, when you actually see the words, these are real love songs. And now, when you listen to music, what do they talk about, people? What do they talk about? They want you to believe that that love song is talking about a woman's private parts, okay? And it's trash. And you notice now people aren't real anymore. People aren't real. People are putting fakery on everything. Fakery, fake, you know what? Fake nails, fake boobs, fake backside, fake nose, fake eyelashes, fake hair. Now, I'm not, I don't want to offend anyone who, or maybe they're in an occupation about theater and things like that, and they, you know, they're selling themselves, But I'm talking about people who are not genuine to who they really are, and a plasticness about them, and they're not about life. They're not about what people are feeling inside. Um, they're all about illusion. They're all about the carnal, the money, 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 and it's a turnoff. Um, I I was listening to a video earlier today. Um, there's a YouTuber who's really his work is really developing really nicely. He grew extremely fast on the internet, on YouTube, and he's sharing really deep things, very controversial. Um, and he's sharing that it's thoughts that he had for quite a while. You know, in a relationship, people, what could happen? Sometimes when things are revealed too soon, it could shatter a relationship because the person receiving the information is not ready for it. And um, it's very compelling. I don't know what to believe, but I think it comes in. I want to talk about all this because I think they're all related. About social media now, computer, the internet. It's a new TV. Yes, I was heavily into. Hey, Pamela. Yes, no time no see. Yes, yes, yes. Always good to see you. Very nice. Yes. Some wonderful people are out here today. Yes. Precious and few are you two people that are on right now. Thank you for coming on right now. Thank you. Yeah, this live stream is about the heart, about sharing what's going on, what's happening in the hearts of people, hearts of society. Yes, we now are becoming dependent on computers. And yes, I'm on the computer all the time. and I want to change that. But it is a tool also, and if you use it carefully, it can serve you. So I was watching a video, uh, and he shared like this person growing up is an adult man in his 60s, and he was a reporter. Uh, he's a Christian fellow, and he was a sensitive child also. Um, didn't really fit in anywhere, but life, I feel, has selected him. See, we all are born with certain attributes. It's in us. Some of us are outgoing. Some of us are internal and we feel our feelings. Some of us are artists. Some of us are musicians. Some of us are teachers. Some of us are defenders. It's in you. And at a point in your development, it can get triggered, or it develops over time. And so this one YouTuber, yeah, I'll give his name because I've been really watching him a lot, and I think the information he's giving is important. And again, people, whether there's a time and season for everything. And this person as a child, yeah, his name is, almost forgot his name. His name is Franchot Pearson. Franchot, a French first name, and Pearson. He's a black fellow, and he did different occupations in life. He's a mature thinker, and but he was a reporter also. He writes, and uh, he also knows music, that. So he's a very artistic person, and he shared a video today that I thought was a little like what I watched it twice because it was I don't know, but I'm sure you guys, Cam and Pamela, I'm sure you might have heard these things over social media the past 10 years or so, what they call clones. And I heard, yeah, I heard about things like that word clone, CLONE, for about the past 10 years. And I thought the word, was ridiculous in my heart. Like I did hear, I know that scientists are using animals, like the sheep. There was a sheep that was cloned. And you heard that many years ago, maybe 20 years ago, or even more, 30. But now you're hearing more and more over social, oh God, the internet, these things. And even a growing number of people from the black community talking about this, like just common talk. And I'm thinking, this is foolish. Well, this YouTuber that I've been watching for the past year brought it up. And he says, I thought about these things for a while, but I just wasn't ready to share it. There's a lot of things out there, and I need for you to know about this. And he shared a video, uh, and he has his cell phone, like he's filming, and then he'll put up his cell phone and show you what's on the screen. And he was showing that a list of performers, actors, actresses, singers, and the mass majority were all people from the black community. And he was saying that, like according to the website that he's sharing, that allegedly, that these people were clones. And he talked about the social, the social condition of what's going on in the world. Um, you look at some of the singers. I'm not going to give them by name. I'm not here to insult anybody, but look at them. Freakazoids. They're looking freaky. And some of them are just maybe uh, 2 years or 3 years younger than me. Some might be 5 years older than me. But that genre, that spectrum, their faces look disformed. I mean, yes, when we all get older, yes, our we change. Yes, this natural aging in people, but when they start to look and act weird, what they wear, the clothing that they wear, and what this YouTuber is sharing that he used the term like, oh, what do you call it? It'll come to me. The they come from the Middle East, and they're the people who invented this purple. It'll come to me. They're known for purple. That they would take Phoenicians. That's the name. The Phoenicians. They were warriors, and they're known for their sailing. They had ships that were able to go far away places, and they developed this purple dye made from these shells from clams or something like that, and purple was their color. Whether it looks a little bit more reddish or more bluish, but in the purple family. And they're also known for what they call Tiffany blue. Tiffany blue is more like a light blue. And that these Phoenicians, allegedly, they are people who are taking control of the world that we see today. They know technologies. They work behind the scenes. And if you look at this YouTuber Pearson, he would show like let's say an event happens, and he's very keen at looking at an event, and he coined this term like when you watch them, look for clues, codes, colors, confirmation of time, and conclusion. Those five elements. But in particular, these alleged Phoenicians who are their system, a political system that works behind the scenes, and they allegedly control media, the social media, uh, the events that you see outside, these what do you call it, protests, everything that you see that's going on, especially the past 3 years. But in particular, he said, start noticing the colors that when they let's say a shooting that happens. I'm just for example, the people who are being interviewed, start noticing what they're wearing, their colors in particular. And I've been listening to him for a year now, and I notice now he has a point. The people who are being interviewed, they usually wear specific colors, or victims of crimes. And when they're interviewed, start noticing they wear some hue of purple, or a Tiffany blue, or the colors black, white, or the colors red and black. And when I'm watching, let's say, the news on the internet, and that's what I see: blue, light blue, black and white, black and red, or some hue of purple, even purple hair. And I said, oh my goodness! So now I don't even need him to um, share that with me, because now I look for it. Start looking for the clues. Start noticing behaviors and numbers also. You're going to see certain numbers repeat itself. The number 6, the number 36, the number 45, the number 46. And it repeats over and over again. And what's happening now is that people are becoming, like even the Bible talks about that the hearts of many will grow cold. The hearts of many are growing cold. Yes, that scripture verse hits it on the head. People are becoming frightened. People are becoming callous and fearful. And especially the past 3 years, people were disconnected from one another. Disconnected. Many of us still wear the mask, the surgical masks, and they walk around in fear. What's going on? They don't want us to care about each other. And in fact, like I live in New York City. Here in New York City, an event happened a couple of weeks ago. Someone was threatening people on the train. And yes, a person got involved, a pedestrian. They grabbed the person and they were on the ground and he held them in a chokehold. And 2 other people came to help subdue him. And unfortunately, the man died. It didn't matter that this person was arrested from 40 to 50 times, violent crimes. And it's unfortunate and sad that someone died, but even more sad that here's someone came to rescue people who were being threatened on the train, bodily harm. And the intention was not to cause a person's death, but it unfortunately happened. That person is arrested and being charged for manslaughter. So here, let's say you're with your boyfriend and someone wants to attack and stab you. And if your man comes to your rescue and that person dies, that person in New York City could be arrested for manslaughter. That's what's happening. The hearts of many are growing cold. And the hearts of the people in public office here in New York City are growing cold. We just had, was that Memorial Day weekend? Well, what happened Memorial Day weekend in the town of Chicago? 50 people were harmed. Was that 50 people shot and 11 killed? 50. And about 11 killed in one weekend, Chicago. Why is it these big cities? And who lives in these big cities? People of color. People in these large cities, primarily people of color / Black people, are killing one another, are hurting one another, are walking around with their pants sagging down, who for the past 3 years probably lost a lot of hope. Maybe they lost friends. People were allowed to die. And so when I saw this song, let me show you back the words of that song. Well, let me share it with you again. Let me share you my screen. Let me share the screen. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Select. Okay, allow. Okay, yes, okay. So when I'm reminded about this song that I heard this morning going in the supermarket, precious and few. That's the name of the song. And it's sung by Climax. Wow. It is a beautiful, beautiful song. Yes. Baby, it's you on my mind. Your love is so rare. Being with you is a feeling I just can't compare. And if I can hold you in my arms, it just wouldn't be fair, 'cause precious and few are the moments we two can share. God, wow. Isn't that something, people? Isn't that something? We are being removed from humanity. And that's why I was crying. And I look at my little pets. Someone tried to take my dog in 2021 in the park. A drug addict, a crack addict. Yeah, it looked like an out of towner. It was a white fellow. And was wearing my camera. Yeah, it's on my channel. Yeah, I uploaded it. I was carrying my body cam, and it was on. I forgot I even had it on. And you can see, because body cams, you could see like a fisheye view. You can see real far, the peripheral. And out in the peripheral, you can see him cutting through the lawn so he can intercept where I was going. Try to grab my boy, my little Pekingese. We are losing our humanity. It's not just color. I know I mentioned the person's race. It doesn't matter. Race is a human construct. There really is no such thing as race. Race is made up term. Yes, we look different. You can have parents. You can have biological parents. You can have siblings, and you all have the same parents, and the kids could look different from each other. I'm sure some of you know of people like that, or may even be someone like that. They want to divide us. They want people to be divided by anything necessary. Have family members, neighbors, co-workers, and make us all afraid of one another, to be jealous of one another, and we're being manipulated. And let me go even further with this. Why I was so emotional earlier today. Very, very emotional. Yeah, Pamela is saying, oh, yes, that song is beautiful. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look it up after yeah, that song is old. Yeah, it's very old school. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, it's an old school song, but it's real. You think AI can create a song like that? They use an AI to do things, fakery, fake compliments, fake love. But the group Climax, to write something like that, what happened to that person? You don't think that person experienced love and heartache? It's real. So I just say for you all you people out there, you tap in onto your humanity. Tap onto what you have right now, because it's the only thing that makes you alive. There are true songs and true artists out there that are real. They're not trying to shock you. And yeah, when I used to listen to those songs, it was 1972, I would always feel emotional and feel like crying all the time. When I hear it, and it's always 1972. I was 9 years old, going in 10 at the end of the year. And it's just, I don't know, I feel it. And I didn't understand. But it's something about the lyrics and the music. It was to um, grab onto something. And also during this time, it was the drug era. People were starting to do drugs to escape. And now you have the system, like that YouTuber that I was mentioning, Franchot Pearson. He talks about the Phoenicians that are controlling the politics of the day and want us to fight one another. Yeah, what I was going to say, I almost forgot. On a more personal note regarding this precious and fuel. Yeah, I met someone earlier this week. Yeah, by fluke. I walked my dogs at a park, and my little doggy. Well, there was a little doggy on a leash in front of me. So, and the doggy, it would look like a poodle type dog, those big poodles. It was one of those mixed breeds. And he wanted to invite my little dogs for a play. Yeah. And it was so precious, the moment. It two dogs, my two of my dogs and the other person's dog. They, when dogs like they scoot, that like they go on their elbows and they, kind of lie down because they're inviting play, and that's what was happening. It was so cute, and it was a gentleman who was walking this dog, and I have to be honest. I was a little nervous, um, and he seemed nervous. He seemed like distracted, or maybe something was, he was in deep thought, whatever. Um, just brief words, but I think it was Sunday when I first met him and the dog. Well, yesterday I got the name of the dog. Yes, taking this very slowly. Yeah, he, oh gosh, how old could he be? Not sure. He could be, oh, I'm not going to even guess, but he's gray hair. He's a mature man, slim. And initially I was a little nervous. Why? Because my mind is racing. My mind was racing. This person kind of looks familiar. I don't know the person. I don't. But I was like going back in my mind because something looked familiar about him, and I was nervous. And I see that, I don't know whether this happens to you guys. That see, we're so used to being behind a computer or a phone, and when you meet a real human being, you're afraid to talk. You think, oh, is this so weird? And I guess being a woman, you could be a little, you know, shy, and um, I mean, I'm out in the park with, other people are around also, but I'm a little, you know, little could be shy. But every day now for since Sunday or Monday, at the same time, like I looked at my watch. I said, okay, this is around such and such time. Okay, keep the mental note, and then the next day it's around the same time, and bingo. So we've been just saying little small talk, um, and I said to myself, I said, um, I gotta find out his name, um, and find out his dog. It's easier when you ask, your dog's. You know what I'm saying? I know I sound a little coy here, but yeah, I'm really shy in heart, but sometimes I'll get a little bold too. But in heart, I'm more on a shy. When I was a child, I was extremely very shy and withdrawn. But I'm getting a little bit more bold. But in heart, I actually a shy person. But anyways, I said, um, "Hey, I said to myself, okay, it's been about 5 days now. Um, next time I see him, hey, ask the dogs what's because I introduced my dogs by name. I said, okay, this is a Havanese, and their name is such as, going on like that. So he said, uh, his name is Lucky. And coincidentally, all my dogs have names that begin with an L. Lily, lilac, and lavender. I named all my dogs after flowers. And here his dog is an L by chance, and his name Lucky. And so I bumped into, what's that? Yeah, I also asked myself, I said, hey, let me find out his stat. You want to know whether someone's taken, you know what I'm getting at, ladies. I don't believe in stealing somebody who belongs to, I'm very old fashioned. And I said, what goes around comes around. So you don't do evil to people and you don't break any marriage. But I was curious what his status was. So I wanted to, I said, next time I see him, I'm going to notice his hands. See if he got a ring on his finger. And yes, we do know that some men and ladies do not wear their wedding rings. But I didn't see any. But it's interesting how life goes. Um, uh, yeah, we were talking about our dogs, and that's when how do you go? Yeah, he said we got his dog, the Make a Wish. Yeah, Make a Wish. Yeah, the organization, like, if someone is sick or something, or I think in particular terminally ill, that you make a wish and they make it true. And so I'm not sure whether the Make a Wish was his wish or something, or someone in his family, um, but the dog is the result of this Make a Wish. And and then he mentioned he has a 4-year-old girl. So I said, oh, okay. But I'm glad, but he said it so respectful. Yeah, he has a little girl. And that is important to me. It's important to me with men in general that they love their children. Children, especially little girls, need their fathers. But it was just something he, he want, he was forthcoming. I don't know this, circumstance of whether he's married or living with someone, but he made sure, and I appreciate that. So that was yesterday. And so when so he gave me his name. What was it? His name? Yeah. Oh, I knew. He gave me his name, and that he has a 4-year-old, and where he got his dog. But he was said so respectful and very smooth and directly. Um, so today I see him again. It's about the same time. We're both, we're going in the opposite direction, and we're bound to bump into each other. So yes, today I see him again. He seemed a little bit more distracted, but polite. And I'm a little nervous. And I said, oh, yeah, I gave my doggy a haircut and shampoo. And I put a sweater on her because she seems a little, I don't know whether she's getting cold, but, et cetera, et cetera. And you know what he said that really touched my heart? He said, you're a very thoughtful person. But he said it like from his heart. And it really touched my heart. And I think I started to cry. I mean, not in front of him, but um, because I love my little girl, my little doggy. And when people when you love someone, whether it's be a pet or a little child, you're gonna let people know where your heart is. And so I respect the man sharing with me up front that he has a significant, a baby girl, and that just like I talk about my pets, they're my little babies. And when he said, that's really like you're very he said, "You're a very caring person," and it touched my heart. And later on, started to cry, and I think I start to cry because you know something. Here, this is in essence a stranger. I just bumped into him because we were both walking our dogs, and it just little brief conversation might last for 1 minute or something. Then we go on, but it made me feel good. It made me feel valued. It made me that he took notice. And sometimes in life, it takes a stranger who doesn't really know you to say what you need to hear at the time. Maybe you're going through a hard time. Let's say um, people in your life, usually it's the people who are closest to you who can hurt you, if you know what I mean, people. People who are closest to you are potentially the ones who can hurt you the most. You have people, you can have neighbors, you can have family, you can have siblings, and they can do something to hurt you and make you feel like you're nothing, make you feel like a thief, make you feel like you're uncaring, that you don't have a soul. And you start to say to you start to believe it. And you say, what's wrong with me? Why are people treating me this way? Why the people closest to me treating me this way? I just want to share, pressures and fuel. Here, this is a young man, a mature man, and he said something that made me feel valued. Any of you ever feel like people who are closest to you are making you feel like you're nothing? And it took a stranger, someone who's not vested in you, to notice a quality in you, to give you a word of encouragement, whatever what that encouragement might be. Something happened earlier, and it's just to show you precious and few are those people who really, really matter in life. Yes, it's not the things that are abundant that are important. It's those things that are precious and few. Like the song, the words of the song that I shared with you. It's passion. Well, yeah, I want to share a story with you that on a personal note, even more personal. Um, I purchased something of value. I used to be in the military. Yes, I used to be in the military. And I purchased a gift for my father. Yeah, we never got along. I didn't get along with him. And but I still love him. You may not like somebody, but you can still love somebody. And I saw something. It was a statue. A figurine is about maybe 14 inches tall, and I purchased it for this person. It was from Spain. We were ported in Spain. Spain makes some fantastic, fantastic figurines. These are fine porcelain um, figurines. And in spite of the relationship I had with my father, I still wanted to get something for his birthday. And I sent it to him. Um, this was about 34 and a half years ago. And guess what happened? Well, my father had passed away. And yeah, I'm going to say this. And I have a right to say this. I'm not going to mention names, but I'm going to share it because this video is about precious and few and how things in life could be taken away from you. Precious and few are those things that really matter. And it shows you the hearts of people are growing cold, even people who are the closest to you. Um, well, but my father had passed 14, going on, I think going on 14 years. He died in 2009. Yeah, he died 2009. And I wanted to give him the statue and put in his coffin. But I was told no. Um, and I said to myself, well, when that time when my mother is still alive, and what I would love that when that time comes, my mother is 94 years old, and when that time comes, I want her to be buried with it. I want to put in a coffin, and people know about that desire because I expressed it a year ago. It's either April or May of last year, 2022. When I came by to visit my mom's home, the figurine was gone. It had been there for 33 years, 33 and a half years at that time. And so I asked the various people, hey, do you know where it is? And one of the people said, oh, well, maybe so and so might have dropped it. And because I noticed that there's some, looks like ceramics is on the floor, looks a crack, or, particles, and, they try to vacuum it up. And I just said, well, ask. I asked for several people to ask, hey, and, ask to find out. It just couldn't just disappear on its own. So I shrugged it off that it's gone forever, where it is, whether uh, it actually broke and they were, someone might have been afraid that, didn't want anybody to know, didn't want me to know. Who knows? Well, guess what, people? On Mother's Day, when I went to visit my mom, um, I wish someone finds it, and it was in a room that we all looked, and so it didn't break. But you have people who want to create a scenario and make what's the word, dispersions, to put down on somebody, that to make it look like maybe somebody else did such and such. But it turns out, based on what was shared, what that specific person, well, uh, they, well, how did I word this? See, I don't want to I'm not here to try to get anybody in trouble. I'm not going to mention names or anything like that. But I was told that well, okay, when it was found, someone shared with me that they know where it is, and it was shared with me, and I was encouraged that that I should put it in safekeeping, hold on to it. They know what the item means to me and what I wish to do when that time comes for my loved one. Um, well, about a week later, one or two, yeah, about 1 or 2 weeks later, yeah, a week later, some other person says, "Oh, something looks like was moved around or taken." In short, what it looks like, that person who blamed or suggested that so and so probably broke it was the person that moved it from where it was for 33 and a half years, and conveniently puts it where they put it, discovered on Mother's Day by chance. And we got in a verbal argument, and they insisted that I return it back after all this, something I purchased with my hard-earned money in the military. And what I wanted to do with it, to have my father buried with it, and then wanted my mother to be buried, when that time comes for her. And missing for one whole year that, that taken from me. And then pop, put in a place. Why they put it there on the floor? This thing is valuable. And they put it in a place where someone could have tripped on the floor on it and broken, right? Thank God it was okay. But insist that I bring it back. Why? So you can fuck over with me again. You have people who are fucking evil, excuse my French, who are evil, who wish harm. They want to find out what's precious and few to you and then remove it, cause you distress, and then conveniently put it back in another place, then argue with it and then demand that you bring it back. Yeah, I brought it back. And yes, I took pictures of it, that I put it back with a witness that it's there. Ethics is very important. You have few people out there who have ethics, who really mean well in life, who don't want to make waves and try to do the right thing. Am I perfect? No. No one is. But I try to live a life that is honorable, and I want to honor my parents. I always try to live an honorable life for my parents, even though I'm 60 years old. I'm old enough to be a grandmother, but I'm still someone's child, and I still want to do what's honorable onto my parents. I'm old school. Yes, I am. Whether I'm 60, 70, 100 years old, I want to be live an honorable life and honor my parents through my lifestyle, through what I do to or for others. And for this person, they know, that person knows what they did. They know why they did what they did. Sometimes people are jealous. They're jealous of what you do, whether it be putting up certain types of videos, whether it be, hey, buying a little figurine for your parent, and you want them to be buried with it. So it's not something that I want to keep just for myself, but to give back onto them, to give honor to my folks. A lot of people aren't honoring their family, their parents, or honoring their spouses that are cheating on their spouses, and think that it's okay. Or it's okay because they have money. You ever meet people like that? Think that it's okay to do harm to other people just because, or just because they can, or because they think they're handsome or pretty, or they can do anything. People are losing their ethics, their humanity. And so again, when I see, and when I was listening to that song that just came on at the supermarket, precious and few, this is about humanity, about love, sharing love. And you have people who could be the closest to you, who want to remove what is precious and few. It's only one statue, and they can take it away from you. Have any of you ever lost something or received kindness, and then they pull it away? You ever experienced that? Have you? Isn't it vicious? Yet people who love like that because it's about control. And then rather than them open, true human beings take a risk of exposure of their heart. Yeah, then you fall in love, you might act silly because you're willing to expose yourself. People who aren't willing to expose their hearts, in a innocent way, are people who aren't going to live. They're not living. And so people have, whether it's only one prescient few moment to be able to share even one thing with somebody that is authentic, that is presenting yourself a little vulnerable, because you never have that moment again. You may never have it again. You have people try to pull that moment from you and steal it from you. Take it back, people. Take back what is yours and shame the devil. Shame the devil. Yeah. Yeah, that other YouTuber is sharing about the clones I mentioned earlier in the live stream, that they're using these allegedly. You have these celebrities, and a lot of these black celebrities, allegedly, this website that this YouTuber this morning shared, at least I saw it this morning, and it scared me. Imagine these people that you admire, these people you listen to their music, or you watch their movies, and some of them may not be real. Allegedly, some of them, they say clones. So you have people who I have people that share me videos or links online, and things like what do you call it? There's a military base on the island of Cuba where like a detention center where they put political prisoners and stuff, and it was kind of heavy. I'm very sensitive, and allegedly, some of the people, um, politicians, um, other people that you guys may know of, that allegedly they were put in I think, yeah, you call it Guantanamo Bay. There's someone showed me something, someone being hung, but they had the head on, the what do you call it, the cover on their head. Oh, I'm too sensitive for that. Yeah, yeah, I can't watch things like that. But I think why I'm mentioning this is that if this is true, that things are being done behind the scenes, and life is being taken away, people being brought to Guantanamo Bay and being tortured, or whatever. I mean, it's whether they're bad people or whatever. My mind, it can't take that. I'm very sensitive, and um, yeah. I want to share another thing about things of pressure in the field, that sometimes people could be misunderstood or misread. Um, Someone that I know, acquainted with, had a parent who passed away, and the person contacted me over the internet. But many of you know that I kind of addicted to my internet, and I haven't been sleeping well, and my blood pressure actually gone up. The last three times that I got checked, it was high. And yeah, if you don't get sleep, you're under stress and things like that, it can go up. So yeah, so I had my device that day in another room, so I could sleep uninterrupted, because I need my sleep. Um, but my this person that I know, parent had died, and a few days before the person's parent passed away, um, we had spoken. Me and the uh, person I know from social media, we had discussed it, and I really felt bad because they said the parent wasn't feeling well, and so I prayed for the when we got off the line, uh, I was wondering what I could do for this person, and I know I sent them a link, but yeah, the day the person passed, they sent me a note, and they tried to phone me on the internet and sent me a text. I got it a day later. Yeah, because I had the device away from me, in another room. And again, trying to wean myself off of it. So the following day, 24 hours later, I got up early in the morning and I turned on my device and I saw the message. And I immediately tried to call the person on the internet and then I sent them a text message. Why I'm sharing this, I hope they're listening. I cared about your situation. But guess how the enemy works? Wanted things get distorted and misunderstood. Even though I sent immediately, uh, in 24 hours, I sent them a message, a detailed message on text, and try to phone them twice. Um, they didn't get my message. But it turned out, um, a month now, the person has two accounts in a direct message. I think no, it's called Messenger. When you send them that direct message, they have two accounts, and it was the first account that they sent me the information, the initial information, and I responded on that one. And then when I went to follow up and check up on the person, um, it was their second account, and the avatar looked the same to me. But I didn't have my glasses on, and I cannot see small print, things like that. It's hard for me to see. I am like blind as a bat to look at print. Um, and I reached out to them a few times. Well, with them not getting, my initial message, my subsequent messages would appear insensitive, you know? And then I didn't understand the person's response to me. I didn't understand what's going on. I said, okay, maybe they're still grieving. Yes, their parent died a couple of weeks ago. But then I get a notification. The person didn't get my message. They have two accounts. They didn't look at the first account. And they responded. A response that I would understand, that of someone that is getting the message for the first time. Um, and I responded back. I said, "Oh my God, you're just getting the message. It's almost a month since that parent died. I'm so sorry." I said, I was reaching out, and you must think I'm a real, you know what, because the other messages would make it look like I'm being insensitive and mean and what? I've since that time tried to reach out to them and phone them, and they're not responding. They're not speaking to me, and I feel bad. How things could be twisted, could get distorted, and in their time of grief, they hear something completely innocent, and I responded immediately after getting the message within the 24 hours, and they never got it. until almost 4 weeks later, because they're looking at their second account with my subsequent messages. And so I don't know whether I'll whether we'll speak again. But if you hear me, I care, and I prayed for your situation um, before the person's passing, and I shared something I thought might be able to help you. My heart goes out to you. Yeah, I hear my mother's 94, and her health is you know fragile. So I know what it's like to have somebody, and you have concerns and everything. If you're hearing this, I care, and I would not turn my back on you or anyone, especially in the hour of need. Please give me a chance. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you on that phone. Give me that chance to tell you to your face, even a video call. Don't let the enemy separate something innocent. If that's it, if I'm wrong, if I'm interpreting wrong, I care. Precious and few. Precious and few. Yes. These times, people's hearts, we're hurting. Humanity is hurting. This person I know is hurting. And sometimes how situations occur that you might misread someone's actions. Have any of you ever misread someone's actions? You could have sworn something and it was completely opposite. And maybe some of you were embarrassed to come back to them because you're embarrassed about what could have happened, what really happened. And rather than just saying, oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood or whatever, you just walk away permanently. Hey, don't let that happen. It's okay to say you're sorry or you misunderstood. It's okay. We're all in this race together. All of us are being tested. And I feel I'm being tested. I feel I'm being tested. I don't understand this race. Some people believe in reincarnation and that we choose certain events to occur in our lives as learning tools or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I don't know why things are being presented to me and then taken away. It is a horrible feeling. It's evil. It's evil to do that to people. Evil, whether it's employment, to do something, or to harass them on the job, or to present a potential mate, or a buddy, or a pet, and then pull them away from you. This is evil. We live in evil times. And you have people who do evil things and people who wish harm because they don't want you happy because they're unhappy themselves. Let's stop the immaturity, people. Let's all grow up. Let us all grow up and stop misbehaving. Learn to love yourself. Go look in the mirror today. Go look in that mirror and tell yourself in that mirror that you love yourself. And what anyone has in your past, whether you were a baby or a toddler or a preteen or a young adult or even recent in your life, whether someone hurt you, whether deliberately or accidentally, let us forgive ourselves for that pain and let's ask the Creator or your higher power to heal you of that pain. We're all hurting. I'm hurting too. I'm hurting. And so when that man that I met early in the week, he and his little doggy woggy, and when I told him that I had to put a little sweater on my dog, he said, you're a very thoughtful person. He said it in a whisper, like a thought. It really touched my heart. It made me feel like I'm a human being. because some of these people close to me make me feel like I'm some animal. I shouldn't say animal. Some uh, murderer, a demon. And I truly care about all humanity, regardless of race or nationality. I care about human souls. And the creator or whatever gave me a sensitive heart. I have a very sensitive heart. I feel things. I feel the pain. Sometimes I feel the pain of my little animals. I feel when they look at me with their sad eyes. Yes, yes, my little doggies could manipulate me because they may want a little treat, their little doggy treats. Yes, they know how to work their eyes, but I still feel it. And I wouldn't want anything to happen to my little babies or any significant other in my life, human being in my life. Yeah, we need to be more sensitized. People are presenting online really, really graphic stuff, sensitive stuff. Remember that young Black woman? It was a couple of months ago, actually. Now, the young Black woman who had alleged friends, and they went to Mexico, and the video that came out, pretty much it was a snuff film. A snuff film. You know what that word means? A murder on camera. Evil. Evil. You notice you don't hear anything anymore about that? Was this true? Let's just say, I mean, i- if that was a true event, if that person actually got murdered on camera like that, my condolences deeply for the family and friends of this person. But what if people, you notice they're getting more and more Black people to do really horrific things on camera, or bad things happen to them, like early in the year, the person, the football player who had cardiac arrest on the field, and things allegedly did or didn't happen. People, do you know what I'm talking about? Do you understand what I'm getting at? That persons of few, there are few of us who really have compassion. And you have these creatures that are ruling this planet, the politics of the day, and they're presenting to you very, very targeted visuals, videos of horrific events. And you notice that it's now overwhelmingly they're showing Black people being under, being victimized, being choked, being beat up, or doing the beating, doing these crazy things. Why are they showing this now? Why are they doing this to us? I believe people, they want to desensitize Black people in particular and to weaponize us. I believe the system wants to weaponize our sensitive hearts and make it grow callous so that some of us even will laugh at some of these video content out there of people doing horrific things in these big cities who are harming even family members, taking things away from them that they know that means well to them, and then play around with it and toying with your heart. You know why they do that? Because they have no heart, and that they are jealous of the heart that you have. Well, humanity, are there any human beings out there? I mean, real human beings. Are they? Please give me a thumbs up. Is there anyone out there that here who has a heart to hear? Do you still have a heart? Do you have a conscience? Any of you have a conscious out there? Let me know. Let me know if you could type the number one, type or the word yes, that you hear, that you have a heart, that you see what's happening, that they're dehumanizing us. And they're making us feel that we're not to trust one another. We're to hate one another. We're not human anymore. Is there anybody who has a human heart to hear, who cares about life? That's why they want to make us plastic. You notice everybody wearing these plastic. They're even making plastic rice in China to give to Africans. Plastic. Well, take your rice and shove it. Plastic people. Plastic world, plastic society. Plastic eyelashes. Plastic boobs. Plastic boom boom. Plastic, what else? Plastic hair. Plastic food. Plastic hearts. All plastic. But they make it look so good. You notice that? They make it look so good. I used to be in making pastries. I went to school. I went to got a lot of different trainings, trying to find myself. And yes, I got my certificate in pastry arts, and I know what dessert's supposed to taste like. And New York City, they know how to make things look real good, really good. Honey tastes nasty. It's not. It doesn't taste real. You ever go to buy a hamburger? With the people who go to fast food places to buy a hamburger and fries. Well, you leave that thing out, it doesn't get old. It doesn't grow mold. What is that? It's artificial food. It's not real food. See, they're creating artificial people, and they want us so used to things that are fake that they're giving us this fake food because we're more interested in what something looks like, but not what it is. What is it? They don't care what it is. Start caring for what something is. What is it? Well, it look real, but it don't taste real. It ain't real. And they want you to eat it. And some of you are embarrassed. And you eat it because you want to look like everybody else. But it ain't real. Oh, I wanted to get some people want to get the jab. Well, look at all these people. They are acting up. You know what I heard? I want to share this also. There are people, it is your decision whether you get the thing in your arm. That is your business. Your health is your business. Whatever what you decide for yourself. But I heard some news. And no, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. But I'm just relating something that I heard. Someone had gotten the thing in their arm, and they got their woman pregnant, and the person had a miscarriage. Well, well. The obstetrician interviewed the father came in the room, and the doctor says, Excuse me, but I have a personal question." And the answer was yes, that they did get the jab. The doctor said there is a 200 or between 200, I forget the number. Between 200 and 500% increase in the number of miscarriages of men who got the jab and got their woman pregnant. Miscarriages. You have people who are anti-life out there. anti-life. Why would someone who's anti-life not want you to have life? They don't want you to have life in you. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. They don't want life. They want you like a robot. They want you soulless. And see, the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. All these people now can't conceive. They're having miscarriages. They want you to continue eating that piece of cake that's fake, medicine that's not real medicine, eating rice that's plastic. I even saw plastic lettuce. They could make things that look like lettuce. I kid you not. I watched it, how they make it. I said, oh my God, it looked real. And it's all in this particular country. And that was the country that produced that jab, allegedly, even though the reports came out making us afraid. What else are they doing now in New York City? We got those marijuana. Yeah, I can say the word marijuana now because it's legal. A whole bunch of these marijuana dispensaries all over. Again, what you do with what you consume and all that is your business, whether you want to take that. But the only thing I can say is, hey, if you can grow your own, grow your own. I wouldn't trust what's in those dispensaries. Why are they all over? And who do you see primarily going there? You can just imagine my family, my YouTube family. Yes, that's who you mostly see out there. Who do you see with the pants hanging down? Who do you see wearing these men wearing these funny wigs out of their mind? People, do you think possibly something is being put in this smoke, these plants? You know that marijuana is a feminine plant. It has an estrogen, a type of estrogen that feminizes. You ever wonder why some of these men aren't interested in women anymore? Yeah, a lot of these people don't know what true manhood is. And here I met someone for the past week who loves their child enough to say, I have a little girl, a little 4-year-old. Yeah, that's a man. Ethics. Someone who's willing to put it out there and say, look, I have a significant someone to share from the heart. There are few people, that are willing to say, hey, I have this. I care about this. Because some people will run. It is very good to have a true friend of the heart. Once you find a true friend of the heart, you keep them all means necessary. And if necessary, to let them go too. You might love someone, but sometimes you gotta let them go because they can pull you down. You love them to death, but you may have to let them go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, something else is coming to my mind. Yeah, I guess it's like a weekend review. Yeah, because I didn't do a video all this week. Yeah, I watched this about fakery and stuff. It is a sensitive topic. I'll put it in the chat if you can. Let's see. If you do, let's see. Do you have a cash? Oh, Oh, thank you. Yes, I have a PayPal. I have a PayPal me account. On my channel, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Spirit Journey. Yeah. I'm filming this through live through with what they call it, StreamYard. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard. So I'm not physically actually on my YouTube account, but it's streamed through StreamYard into um, YouTube on my channel. You can go on my channel on the what do you call it? The oh, what do you call it? On the banner, on the top right of my banner of my channel, YouTube, Spirit Journey. Um, there's a PayPal Me app. You just click on the the app, and follow the prompt. I thank you. Oh, I thank you for your thoughtfulness to ask me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Pamela. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. The system is preventing my videos to go out there with the number of subscribers that I have. The system, the algorithms prevent my viewers for getting the notification. Yeah, they do this to me. They've been pulling my videos, and they don't like my content. They don't, and it's happening more and more frequently. That not just that they're pulling my videos, but they're also what they call they're also banning me. They ban me for 2 weeks. They say one more violation, and we're going to pull your channel permanently. And yeah, this also, precious and few. Yeah, they want to get us. Okay, Paula is saying, can I send a donation even though I don't have a? Oh, I see. Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, that's really sweet of you, Pamela. You, um, I have what's I don't know how to do this. Yeah, it's the only account that I have. I don't know how people are doing it because I don't have a Cash App. I've heard of the name. Um, boy, you know what you can do, Paula? I if you have what's called Facebook, there's what they call it. Oh, I have an email. My email is on. Oh, I can type. Let me see. I can type in my email address. Let me type in my email. Let me get it. The email. Let me type it in. Okay, spiritofazalea@gmail.com. Okay, so I have down below. Oops, I did a typo. Oh, I did a typo. I'm gonna remove that. I made a mistake. See my, okay. Oops. I made a boo boo. I made, I can't believe I did that. I did a typo. Okay, let me do it again. I made a boo boo. I did a typo. My apology. Yeah, I did a boo boo there. Okay, spirit of azalea at gmail.com. Boom. Yeah, I made a mistake with the first one. Yeah. Yeah, you could, Pamela, you could email me and make some um, arrangement. Yeah, but don't sweat it though. Don't sweat it. Yeah, Pamela just says it works. I'll work something out. I'm not sending super chats. YouTube would take over. Yeah, exactly. I appreciate that. See, that's very thoughtful of you, Pamela. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. Thank you, all YouTubers out there. Yeah, it is true. Um, YouTube, they do take quite a bit. Um, but yeah. I left my email. Yeah, it's the second one, spirit, like your spirit of Azalea at gmail.com. Yeah, the first one, I did a typo by mistake. I did a SJ by error. There's no J in that. Yeah. So yeah, what was I saying now? Oh, it was something oh yeah. Um, yeah, people are becoming very plastic and controlling the system. Yeah, I've been watching this. There's another YouTuber that I've been watching. He's very controversial, and well, um, some of the comments that he may have said um, with regard to women in general could be uh, challenging. So, let's see here. Let's see. What was I just looking at? I'm just getting a little distracted here. Let me just move something here. How to do this? I pressed on something. Oops, let me do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I changed it. Yeah, I noticed on the screen. Yeah, you see, yeah, I had accidentally clicked on the incorrect one, but you see on your screen, my name. I reprinted it, uh, so it's correct. What you see on the screen now is correct. Spirit of Azalea at gmail.com. Yeah, that is my email. Yeah. So yeah, what's happening now? And again, it's really interesting. Seems like this decade is the year of the Black Society. Um, there's a man by the name of Anthony Tate. Anthony Tate. I learned of him in January of last year. I'm sorry, January of this year. And I was curious because I just something said, check out who this person is, because they were saying like he's the most Googled person on the planet, allegedly. But I think it's true, that aspect. Um, I was wondering who he was because he looked different. So I went on Google and to find out who he was, what his background is. And wow, I am really, I thought it was very interesting. Oops. Sorry. Sorry, my mouse was moving. The Something might have been interfering the live stream. This individual, he's in his 30s. He's in his, I think, mid to late 30s. He's American by birth. He has a Black American father, a light-skinned Black American father, who was a master chess player, and he was a veteran of the U.S. Air Force. Well, not many blacks go in the Air Force, and those who do, they get hell. And yes, they screwed over his father. Yeah, back in the day, yeah, his father would be older than me. Went through some stuff, and he, I admire his father's. Um, he wanted to do things his way. He saw what was happening. They're trying to control, and he said, in essence, screw it, and he wanted to be his own man. And even though they had faced poverty, but he wanted to get money on his terms. He was a master chess player, and unfortunately, his parents divorced, And his mother, the guy's wife, was from a white woman from Britain, from England. And so when the family broke up, the kids went with the mom back to Europe. They lived in poverty, but it was a building a building him up of him. Yeah, so yeah, I hope some people aren't getting too angry because I see that the chat got smaller. But I'm being real. See, you can learn from anybody. You can learn from a good person or a bad person, the devil or an angel. Yeah. Yeah, you can learn from anybody. And so what happened? Um, well, this person went through poverty and they wanted to get out of poverty. Fast forward. Um, he was he created a means of encouraging, because you notice now that a lot of men aren't acting like men. There are a lot of there are a lot of men who want to become men, but they're not being trained. They're not being taught. And as you can see, like in a place like New York, men aren't being taught how to be men. And men are being encouraged to act like women and dress like women here in New York City. And so this Andrew Tate, yes, he's controversial. Some things I prefer that he don't say, but I he reminds me actually of someone that I know, and I think that's why I like him to some degree. Um, he went through what he went through in life, and he's encouraging men to take responsibility, to one thing, to exercise, to get in shape. He said a strong man is a man who can um, have a strong mind. He wants to develop a strong mind in the man, and uh, perseverance. And he challenged someone. I did talk about him earlier in the year. He did challenge a young person, a young woman. This woman is in the planet, take care of the planet type of thing organization. Yeah, she was some years, she's only 20 years old, but about 5 years ago, she was speaking to an audience, international audience, about climate change and things like that. And she looked like a little girl. How she looked young for her age, but she probably was about 15. And she has a lot of power and influence, evidently. Well, she's backed by some powerful people. And this Andrew Tate had, he has many cars. And he sarcastically wrote her on social media, like I don't have a lot of I have my YouTube and Facebook, but those newer things that people have, that you can write something, you know, like a tweet, I guess. Um, they wrote sarcastically that they owned X number of cars, and if you give me your email, I can send you my complete inventory of all my cars that guzzle gasoline. Like, he has a fleet of cars, of luxury cars. Okay. Now, this person grew up poor, and they are making a life for themselves and teaching people how to make money and teaching men how to take responsibility over their lives. Well, she didn't like his statement about the list, so she did say things to uh, attack his male genitalia, even though he never mentioned anything to offend her genitalia or her womanhood. She attacked him about his genitalia. Now I don't know whether she said that because he's a black, a man of black ancestry. I don't know, but I didn't care for that. But either way, she did, and then he responds by this pizza party that he did or something with pizza, and she didn't like that, and well, the Powers didn't like that, and the Powers had him arrested. He was put in holding without a charge. Now, they also had arrested him last year in April. Yeah, first it happened last year in April, but they had to release him because there was no evidence. And then in December, this past December or January, because what he allegedly, the person got offended about his inventory of cars, uh, when the authorities arrested him. And he got out by, I guess, a miracle. He's under house arrest. But why mention about him? Why do I mention about him? Well, yesterday, no, not yesterday, but maybe 3 days ago, he did his first interview by the BBC, the British Broadcast System. Something like that, the British Broadcast something. It was a live interview, and it was, I think it was live, but I saw when it came after live, a rebroadcast, and he had a woman interview him. And what it turns out, like people are attacking. Now, sometimes people can say things that could piss somebody off, but to the tenacity, people are they're not using people, real interviewers, real reporters. They're getting, in my opinion, this is my opinion, people who are behind organizations, behind agendas, to pretend to be something that they're not, to attack someone verbally. They're not there to get facts, data, their real viewpoint, or what's going on. They're going out to destroy people's reputations, and that's all it is about, and not about the actual thing. And it's really something. Here he's a man of black ancestry. He's a very light-skinned fellow. He does not. People may mistaken him for even a North African, an Arab, or someone from Latin America. But who his father is, and see, like they attacked his father, who served in the armed forces, in the Air Force, and that when they see greatness, I'm not saying perfection, but when they see someone who's really being a true man, who is an intellect, they go out and to destroy them. And it's coincidentally, again, it's a person of black ancestry. And I watch this, and I watch what's going on. And you had women that came forward that said, no, he did not do this to us. So even with witnesses saying he did not do that to me, but the officials say, well, you're just, maybe in shock, we're not going to allow you to speak on his behalf, even as a witness. Even though you're a witness, we're not going to believe we want to believe that you were a victim. Even though, so it doesn't matter. Truth doesn't matter anymore. And so I see this trend, and I don't think it's by accident that this Andrew Tate is being targeted. It's being vilified, even though they in the interview, yeah, go what? Oh, they pull. Guess what? The BBC. He is a British citizen because his mother's a British citizen. He is a British citizen. And when the interview went up, her interview skills was more like a child, an angry little girl trying to, whose feelings are wound. She's not being objective. She was never objective. And they pulled the video. The BBC pulled their own video. They banned it in Britain. They don't want anyone from Britain to see it. But there were people who recorded it, and you can watch it online. See, I believe there's a whole system out there that are targeting specific people out there, targeting specific people in the Black community, who are targeting actors, singers. Well, look at Jamie Foxx. I'm hearing that Jamie Foxx may still be in the hospital, and that all his friends who ever made comment about him said he's, please pray for him. Allegedly, Jamie Foxx, they said, is partially paralyzed, or partially paralyzed and partially blind. They're concerned about him. Why are these things happening and being showcased? I think in part to make you feel vulnerable, to make you feel weak, to make you feel that your Black heroes are not as strong or are vulnerable, and making the community feel vulnerable. Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for it. Whether it's maybe he really is, maybe he's what, who knows? But regardless, that he hasn't come on camera. If it's something, if it's because of the, something that he got injected with, you would think that they would just come forward, that he's out of the hospital, or he's, something. Why are they using these men, these high-profile men of the Black community? It's not by accident. That's why I'm mentioning it. It's not about a personality contest. None of these people are perfect human beings. None of them are. But none of us are perfect either. But people are weaponizing our emotions, our statuses, and are putting it out on display like they're doing this Andrew Tate. We need to fortify ourselves. We need to look in the mirror and become our own heroes. They want you to see, they know a lot of us look at the music videos, because they want you to think these are our only heroes. They don't want you to have heroes that are intellectuals, who are brilliant, or who are scientists. You notice that? They're all rap singers. Again, we all have our own music tastes. Whatever your music taste is your business. But they want you to see an image of a certain type of person to look up to. And then they watch you fall. They, one by one, even, what's her name? Someone who died recently. What's her name? The woman. Oh God, Tina Turner. Tina Turner. Yeah. These people, she's well known in the day. Why all of a sudden? Why? I think it's a psychological warfare that they're doing upon us, making us so insensitive, making us feel vulnerable, insensitive. Why are we reacting the way we are? That's why I'm sharing this this live stream because I just felt very emotional and I felt sensitive. And here, pretty much a stranger gives me a compliment from the heart, and then I go to a supermarket and I heard the song "Precious and Few." The words are beautiful. Yeah, let me show you one more time before I go. Yeah, it means something. Let me find it again. Okay. Yeah, I want to show it again. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Oh, I hope I did it right. Oops, I think I did it wrong again. Where'd it go? Okay. Block. Where'd it go? There. Oh, allow. I forgot the allow button. Sorry. Yeah. See that? These are the words to the song that was released in 1972. You have some people out there, some true heroes, not perfect, but precious and few. Here you have a man, Andrew Tate, controversial, but what is he trying? What is his motive? What is he trying to do? You know, I should find a video. Let me see. Let me see if I can find him here. Yeah, but these are the lyrics of the song. Yeah. Try to look for it on the internet. Yeah, it's a very it's a slow ballad. Slow ballad. It's really touching. I mean, it really, really pulls a tear. Let me type in this guy's name, Andrew Tate. Does you know what he looks like? Let's see. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, very okay. He's 36, and he has a brother. Yeah, Andrew Tate. Let's see. Yeah, see that? Let me click on it. Okay, let me see. Oh, brother. Let me put the on mute. Let me turn off the commercial. Sorry about that commercial. Yeah. Tate challenged in the BBC interview. Yeah, they oh, this is the BBC itself. They pulled the video. Let me fast forward. Yeah, this is him. See, they try to crucify him. Yeah, this is Andrew Tate. Okay. This is him. He's the son of a black American Air Force man who the system pulled him down to try to destroy him and his family. He was a master chess player, and that's how he supported his family, playing chess. You know, the chess game. And his father wanted to teach him how to be a man. Okay, I'm trying to find that lady. This is the lady. The lady. I'm trying to remove this thing. Okay, it won't move out the way. But this lady here, she was like an angry, angry lady. Just anger. I can't play the video because they probably pull one on me. But yeah, she was not interviewing, but just very accusive. But see why I share this with you. See, this man goes out his way to try, it's like when you try to teach a man how to be a man. When a man tries to encourage young men to dress, act like men, exercise, look good for their woman, and to provide and protect his woman. Very few men out there want to provide and protect their woman, but he says, you provide and protect your woman. Who wouldn't want to be provided and protected for by their husband or their boyfriend. But this some women they want to vilify him, and I have a feeling what they're doing to him. See, they want to do a lynching of him, a public lynching against this man, and it backfired. It backfired on him. See, if you're going to interview somebody, make sure you have your questions and you do your research. Do your research. It's okay, it's your prerogative if you don't like someone, but make sure you do your homework. Make sure you do your homework because it backfired on the BBC, and probably more and more popular. Yeah, I wish this man safety. Again, he's not a perfect man. Some things that how he got his initial money, I did not agree with. But what he is trying to do, and now they're attacking him. And they had him in confinement for about 4 months, and there was no charge. That's the key thing. And he points out during the interview, you got to watch the interview. He said it towards the end of the interview. I think that was the most powerful. The last 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. That was the best part of the interview when he challenges her and says, you had an opportunity to interview me. Why wouldn't you ask me a question like, how could a person be held in confinement for 4 months and no charge? Who did this? Who's behind it? Why didn't you ask me that question? That is being a reporter. And it's true. It's true. It's not so much what they ask you, what they don't ask you. They're not asking the right questions because they don't want you to know the right answers. Let me stop this. Yeah, they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. People aren't being told the truth, or they want you to believe a scenario. Hey, okay, I see you, Nubian. Yes, hello. Yeah, I thank you. I thank you. I'm not going to say, but it's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, yeah. I hope you heard me. Um, in this, earlier. It's always good to hear from you. Yes. So yeah, that this Andrew Tate, yeah, he's symbolic about a lot of things. Symbolic, what's happening today. If it's not an Andrew Tate, it's going to be somebody else. That's why I'm bringing it up. But see, they know that we're very connected to. We want to, they're trying to prevent us to establish community, whether community on by race or community by manhood, womanhood, anything that's going to keep people together. They want to crumble it and to to disqualify them. Just keep asking yourself these questions. Why don't they want you to talk to certain people? Why do they pull certain videos? Why do they show you what they show you? Not all information that is given to you, not all of it, as it is said, not all of it is for your benefit. Just because someone gives you something doesn't mean it's for your benefit. And that's what's happening. Like the jab was not your benefit. It was not for your benefit. Why they're putting marijuana, in these dispensaries all over the city. It's all over. Why? Why? It's not just because it's, let's say they start making it free, baby. If they make this drugs free, marijuana free, run as fast as you can. Not every free gift is free. There's a price to pay when you take it. Don't take the Kool-Aid, as the expression goes. Don't take it. Don't take it. It's not for your benefit. It's not for your benefit. Yeah, just look in these big cities. You know what I'm talking about, people? And if you live in neighborhoods that they have those smoke shops with the marijuana, don't you notice that the stores, they make it look really pretty inside? It looks like a lot of money went into making it look the way it does. But yet, the businesses that was before it, that might have been there for years, they all shut down. Many of the businesses shut down in New York City, areas where I used to go in the city, in the village area. A lot of in clusters, these stores fell out of business. And what you got? You got a drugstore. What do you call those? Smoke shops. Smoke shops. How are they able to get money to open up those shops? Because, see, the rent went up. See, not only did the shops close, even before the shops closed, the rent went up. And the rent's been going up in my neighborhood for the past 10 years. Oh, yes. More than double. No, well, let me make a correction. I'm sorry. It was a few hundred extra. Few hundred, not double. But let's say your rent was 1,500. Well, they increased it so much more. And you're a small shop, and they couldn't afford it. And they went out of business. A lot of these places went out of business. They just couldn't do the rent. And then some places were to, you weren't allowed commerce during the jab period. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's always some trap behind it. That's right, Nubian. Trickery, exactly. Don't take the Kool-Aid. Just look. I mean, they're weaponizing everything. Everything is being weaponized. Here they use a marijuana plant. It's an estrogen, and it's feminizing the men. The men don't want to protect the women. You have some men that act like I went in a store, this grocery store, and I had my stroller, and the big dude is in front of me, and I pretty much could size him up what he is, Tinkerbell, okay? And he wouldn't move out the way. I mean, I didn't want to, it was so obvious. I'm right there, right next to him. And the store clerk says, "Oh, you can get so you can go up. It's up on further up on the aisle." But I can't move because the man is blocking the way. So I just patiently waited, and he looks at me like, "Who do you think you are?" Because he had to get this fruit, and it's funny that he's looking at the fruit. He's fruity himself, and he didn't want to move. See that because they have a contempt for women, the real woman, but they want to act like you. You notice that? People start noticing. They want to act like you. They want to dress like you, but they don't like you. You hear that? Anybody know what I'm talking about? They want to act like you, look like you, and now they want to have your job. They want to go into women's sports, but they don't honor you. See, a real person that honors the woman, they're gonna, let's just say someone wants to alter themselves. Wouldn't they, as an to love you, wouldn't they want you up front? Say, hey, I might want to look like you, but I respect your spot here because you were born a woman and I'm not going to run this race because I honor you, but I want to look like you at least, and I'll serve you to maybe open up organizations for the real woman and to protect women. Maybe women's shelters you want to open up. They're not there to do that. No, they want to replace you. This is an era of replacement. They want to replace you because this is a synthetic world that is being built. They're making synthetic women out of these guys. They're getting they're getting, the private parts, an artificial private part. So sooner or later, some men are going to be so desensitized that they don't care whether they got a real, vajiji, because they so fake and so customized to like fake that they will select an artificial vajiji rather than the real thing. It's coming fast, people. It's coming fast. Because, see, they're using more and more. See, scientists know what the true biological humans like and dislike. And so they're making everything hyper color, hyper everything. Everything's bigger, everything's colorful, or, everything is more intense. It's to attract you so that you get caught in the trap, as Numi said about the trap. It's a trap. And once you get in the trap, you can't get out. People don't even enter. Don't enter. Don't enter. Don't enter those shops. If you have young children, even though it's legal now, don't have them go in those shops. It's feminizing the men. And they're putting in the Black neighborhood or Afro-Latino neighborhoods. I don't see them putting in the, what is that, Asian areas. Does anybody, are they in those Asian places? Chinatown or Korea towns. Who do you see it in? Whose community do you see those smoke shops? It's not for your benefit. So the men are becoming resentful and they don't want to help you. They're not going to come to your rescue. They're not. They expect you to defend them. They want you to defend the man. It's something. I speculate that something happened to them in their childhood. Something happened in their childhood. And that maybe the mother or auntie or grandma didn't give them that affection, made them feel devalued. Maybe they felt they were being taught to act like a woman. Or if they act kind of feminine, they get attention from the moms and they all laugh and, like it's cute. And that's the only way he can get affection. That's what I'm thinking. But they're angry. And now they want to get back at women. They want to get back at them. Some of us do horrible things to our sons. I had friends that had children, and the things that some of these parents I know, what happened to, let's say, their stepchildren, things that happen. Wow. I understand why some men, some young men, they hate women. Let's do the right thing, people. Let's do the right thing. I don't hear as many like women who want to become men. I don't hear as much. I'm hearing mostly men that want to be women. But you did see that it was a shooting that happened with a biological woman who committed havoc a couple of weeks ago. And then no, I'm not going to say it. I was going to, I can't accuse anybody of so I don't know, but that female interviewer reminds me of someone who might be someone that partakes, who likes certain soup. That's all I'll say. And they're just angry, bitter women. And when there's a real man, they're angry and they hate them. Let me go there. Let me. Yeah, it just coming to a memory. I thought about this before regarding this Andrew Tate and interviewing some of the women. Let me tell you how phony some women are. No, this is not an anti-woman, but how whether you have fake men, you got fake women too. Hey, hello, Pyramid. Yeah, I got all the interesting people on out today. Yes, hello, hello, hello. It's been a while. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Yes, let me talk about something here. Yeah, I like to be upfront about certain things. Um, we need both. Um, enjoy the masculine and the feminine in natural beings. When you watch a natural man and a natural woman interact with one another with purity, this is something that's very, very beautiful. I want to share with you something that happened. It was 43. Yeah, I was a young girl. I was 17 years old. I just started college. This is 43 years ago. This year, this year will make it 43 years ago. Um, I started college, and there was this angry, angry, angry woman with at a table on the sidewalk, and she had paraphernalia on the tabletop. It was they use this um those men magazine, nude mag what do you call it, pornography. The pornography magazine, the extreme back in the day, there was one in particular that was extremely, extremely vulgar. I mean, it was just hardcore slime, in my opinion. My opinion. And she had that particular um, publication on display, and it's of something demeaning to women, that women are meat. And so she's yelling at the men that walk by. It was out in public by my college that I went to. I went to Hunter College in New York City. And she, the lady, any man that walks past her, she would yell and call them names. And I was just a new kid on the block, so to speak. I was 17 years old. And she was an older woman. She could have been in her 30s, 40s, I think. And I was curious. I walked over to her to ask about, what is this stuff with the, like it was like a movement that she's part of an organization to uh, help women and stop this objectifying women, a woman's um, so when I walked up to her, see, her true intent came out. She wasn't there to educate young women like myself. I was 17 years old, as green can be. She wasn't there to educate people like myself of the dangers that can happen to women, all that stuff. But she wanted to just bait men, to have them, to encourage them to come over so she can yell at them, and but use the paraphernalia, the pictures of the women in their, have them come by and look at it. And when they did look at it, oh, you're dirty, you're blah, 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 blah. This is what she was doing. And she totally ignored me. And I had walked up to her. I was a new person. I was 17, and what is all this? And what's this movement about? Well, some years later, the same lady's out there, and I was waiting for my friend. It was by the college. And she was there. And she had the same type of display out there. And while I was waiting, she calls me out. She was a white woman. And she says, well, black people, but the bad things happen to black women. They're being beat up also by their boyfriends, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't say one damn thing to her. She lost a person there. Years before, I approached her. And she didn't take the time to introduce to the movement or this about women's rights and all that, because she was too busy fighting men. That's what she wanted to do, and that's all that she was there for. And then years later, she didn't recognize me from back then, and wants to use the black card. Well, black men are bad too, blah blah type of scenario. Your argument is lost, woman. It was lost. And what I learned from that experience is that you have people who may say things, and maybe on the surface it's true, but it's not there for your benefit. She was not there to benefit women, young women who are starting out in the world, to protect women, but she was there to be an argumentative woman and maybe hate other women and hate everybody. She just wanted to bait men to come over, look at the dirty pictures, and call them out. And when she had an opportunity to speak to me, to educate me on, about the evils of pornography and stuff, she ignores me. And then later on, she wants to insult me and the black community. Oh, well, we get beat up also. She doesn't care about our community. She didn't care about me. She cared. She would have spoken to me many years prior. She didn't recognize me, and I was just innocently waiting for a friend to go out. So when I see people arguing with men that they want to call misogynists, and they may not be. Are they masculine? Just because a man is masculine doesn't mean he's a misogynist. People have to learn how to get along with one another. We're being taught that to make men like a sissy baby, a crybaby. And when a man really wants to defend his woman, my father, one thing my father said that was good. We used to have, I come from a large family. And he would say, I remember growing up as a little child, we would have breakfasts and dinners together, all of us. And my father did most of the talking. And he'd say to all of us, he said, a man's job is to provide and protect his family. He always said, and he's protect his woman. I respect that. How many men out there have fathers who ever said a man's job is to provide and protect his woman and his family? What do they want you to believe about men in general? What do they want men to teach their daughters or sons? To not care, get your own. I mean, my father was not a perfect man. We were at odds, but I remember him saying that. Yes, if I ever if I ever marry, I want that man to protect me. I would like to feel protected. Wouldn't you, ladies? And wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want that person to protect you if you needed protecting? I'm not talking about those stupid women out there, those young women who flirt with other men and say, "Oh, protect me." I'm not talking about stupid women. I am not talking about stupid women out there who act stupid like that, who start fights. I'm talking about a real woman, a mature woman, a woman who is walking with her children, or even a woman who's walking with her man or husband. I would expect if I call that my man or my husband, I would expect it and I would want it. But they don't want to teach men to protect their women. And maybe that's also why they're giving you that marijuana because it feminizes. You start to lose your drive, the men. And you notice now the women are acting like men, aggressive, unfeminine, argumentative, violent. Why? Why do those women beat up, or I should say that so-called friend, that woman in Mexico that was beat up by her so-called friend on camera? You know the lady I'm talking about. She was a hairdresser. Why? Why did she why would someone want to show a film? Because we're becoming like men and the men are acting like women because they're creating an artificial humanity where you're plastic like a doll, a plastic doll, no life in it, creating plastic rice, plastic lettuce, plastic everything. Yeah, yeah. Like the Nubian said, those are not women; those are little girls. Yeah, yeah. They're immature, immature. And the people on TV, the newscasters, they're not reporters. They are not reporters. They're not there to report. They're there to teach an agenda. They don't go out and do the research. I know someone that used to. They had a client like a. They worked on some of the equipment at a what do you call it, a news station, television station that gave the news. And the paper that they're reading is a script. Even the jokes are scripted. Everything there. This is back 40 years ago, over 40 years ago. It's all scripted. But look at now, it's even more scripted. They're they're plastic. These women, they don't do research. The men, they don't do research. These reporters. And when you want to report the truth, when they want, excuse me, when they want to report the truth, it is excluded. They're blacklisted. They're fired because they want to give news. So don't feel bad about yourself when these things happen. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about what's going on. Yeah, they're trying to make you feel bad about yourself. Yeah, let me see these comments here. Okay. Yeah, they act that way because of the food. Just my just my 2 cents. Well, they want no sex, no genders, single sex pick me. Yes, let me put that up there. Yes, let me put that up there. Very, very true. Look at that. That's what they just showed. Yeah, just my 2 cents. They want yeah, they want unisex. They want to create unisex people. And the real people, they wanna put in detention centers. They wanna put us in detention centers. That's what I think they're gonna try to do. Yeah, they build I yeah, 'cause I just feel very, very moved today. I just feel, the weather outside is very cloudy, very overcast. And I just felt very teary. I'm very sensitive to things. And I wonder how you guys feel. Do you feel more emotional these days? Do you feel things are being pulled away from you and you wonder what's wrong with me or what's wrong, what's wrong with what's going on out there? You don't know who you're dealing with. You don't. Yeah, let's see what else here. Let me put this on out here. Okay, they say this due to consolidation of power, companies gobbling up other. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. That's what's happening. Yes, consolidating. Yeah, they're trying to consolidate us. They gather, they conquer, and they go to another area, and that's what's being all these people, all these black singers, all these performers, like what's his name? That famous singer, the one that's what's it? Oh he's married to that woman that's very curvy. Oh, what's his name? Easy. What he goes by the name Easy now. Easy. What's his name? He's kind of cuckoo. He's a singer. Oh, what's his name? How can I forget his name? Kanye West. Yeah. Kanye West. Look at him. These are good examples, people. What I see a trend. I've been watching, my adulthood for past 40 plus years, and it's never been like this. Why all of a sudden all these black people, black men, why are some of your favorite YouTubers acting crazy? Black YouTubers, people who were normal, highly intelligent. I'm not going to give names. And some of them had a meltdown on camera. I'm not talking about like crying, whatever, but an actual meltdown on camera. Something, something is happening, and I think we're being targeted. Yeah, I want us to be in tune to our humanity. Once they take your humanity, you lost it. Okay, what's this here? Let me get this one. Okay, I mean in pyramids again. I look I look at the world in a very different way now. 5 years ago, my wife suffered a catastrophic stroke. Oh, my condolences. Since then, I left the workforce and have stayed home taking care of her so she doesn't. Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Go into a home. Okay. He continues here. Let me put that there. Oops. Sorry. Go into a home is very difficult mentally. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. More power to you for helping. More power to you. Yeah, we're being desensitized. Yeah, may 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 um may your your spouse. May they get the healing. Let's pray for that person. Um, Let us pray out healing and love energies to Pyramid's spouse who suffered a stroke. Yes, may love energies go out and heal their body, soul, and spirit, to heal their finances, to heal their emotional body, to heal their broken heart, and fill it with care, love, healing. And anybody else out there who has a loss, my condolences, and may you be lifted up. And if your finances were compromised in this thing, may your finances be healed and multiplied beyond to you. May protection be unto you as well. Yeah, we have to pray for one another. Let us pray for one another. It's hard out there for all of us. We're all feeling the pain of losing things and we live on this planet and we're going to go through things. Yeah, I'm just seeing the how do you say, these incidences. It's not by accident. They want to crucify any of the heroes that you ever had, especially Black heroes. Where the hero, people, the true hero is the person in the mirror. No matter what they do to your friends or family, you go look at yourself in the mirror and speak words of encouragement to yourself. You may not always have someone by your side who you might be dependent on, but one thing you have yourself and your higher power. We need to learn to tap onto that power of encouragement. That's our real weapon. That is the true weapon. To trust yourself, even when you make mistakes. Trust in yourself, trust the process. None of us are perfect. Trust the process, as someone told me before. Trust the process. It's a process. Life is a process. We're okay. We're here today. We have who we do have by our side. Whether it's me, myself, and I, you have yourself. Let's build on what we do have. Let's encourage ourselves and encourage our friends or people who are important to you. And when you do meet that person, someone who's a complete stranger, sometimes, like an angel, they'll say something from the heart to really give you encouragement. And what happened to me today, someone who I really don't know, made me feel that I'm a valued person inside. Yes, some of us are really struggling to do the right thing in life, but others want to kick us down, okay? But look, sometimes that person comes out of nowhere, and that blessing that is heard or is felt is told to you, and it really brightens up your heart. Yeah, it's great to receive these compliments from the heart. But it's okay to give compliments from the heart also. You like to receive, let's also give to one another. We all may not have money, but we have our heart, and you can share words of encouragement or just say hello or good morning. Let us learn, take back our humanity. They're trying to take our humanity. Keep your humanity. Keep it to your heart. Yeah, love yourself. Start looking in the mirror more and more and say, I love you. What can I do to make my life better? Yeah, I'm doing now. I'm doing keto. I'm eating a low carb diet now. And what else? Yeah, so I eat protein and fats. And it does satiate, and yet my weight is going up and down. But I want to, I want to, I want to take care of my body. I mean, I take care of my body. I work. I go for a walk for like 4 hours every day, 3 to 4 hours, mostly 3 hours, the usual. But some days I go four, sometimes even five. Just walking with my doggies in the stroller. Yeah, start taking care of your body, people, to help improve your mood, your mindset. And if your body looks good, naturally, don't take steroids and things like that, but to naturally, take care of your body. And you probably feel a little better about yourself, right? Take care of your health. Take care of your health. Do that. Feel good about yourself. Okay? If someone doesn't like you, say, well, go in the back of the line. you know, you love yourself. Yeah, the people who say these things to you, they're just jealous. Remember, there are a lot of jealous spirits out there. There are a lot of jealous spirits out there. Yeah, you're okay. We're okay today. And it's okay to make mistakes. If you make a mistake or you harm someone, apologize. Apologize from the heart. Or just stay away from them. Okay? yeah, yeah. So, I see other comment that it had stopped scrolling. Okay, I missed some of the comments here. Sorry about that. Wow. Oh, let me see. Oh boy, I missed all these comments here. It got stuck. Let me read them before I go. Let me read. Yeah, I like to share. I want to share this with you guys. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, it hit stuck for a while. Okay, let me see here. Okay, Pyramid says, and we're young in our 40s. Sorry, I don't usually speak about this openly. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Pyramid. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we all need each other. See, they're trying to separate us through social media. But see, again, it's a tool. If you use it as a tool, then it's okay. You have to use it carefully, just like a screwdriver. You can use it to open up things, and use it to harm also. But we use it as a tool. Thank you for sharing, Pyramid 7. Dan. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. I think. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yah was pushed to the edge by this. Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly. These. You notice they target highly intelligent black men. The same as that guy, Andrew Tate. Yes, Andrew Tate is controversial, but his father, Andrew Tate's father, was a very highly intelligent black man. Yeah, you find the people who go in the Air Force, they seem to have a very high intelligence, or that's who they like to recruit. And his father, his black father, was in the Air Force, and they screwed his father over, and they denied him his benefits, and he became to help support his family. He was a professional chess player. He was a chess artist master chess player. And when I learned that, I said, I want to find out more about his son. And his father taught him how to be a man. They were poor, and what I admire about Andrew Tate is that he doesn't use the race card to how do you say, he doesn't use it as an excuse. In fact, he never really he doesn't bring it up. He is a man. And when he wants something, he says he studies and he learns how to get what he wants. And I respect that. And I want to do the same. I don't want to use the race card why I don't have anything, despite what society has ever done to me. I want to excel. I want to do my personal best, treat myself right, treat my family, my household right. And I want to take care of what I can take of my body, my mind, my soul, my spirit, all these things to master it. I think that is powerful. I think that is a powerful thing to do. Yeah. Yeah. What else is being shared here? Okay. Yes, for example, young Pharaoh. Oh, yes. Yeah, thank you, Nubian. Yes. Young Pharaoh. Wow, yes. I watched his channel a couple of years back, and then he was to be a guest on this conservative, here that word conservative, this conservative what do you call it when you do a talk? Oh, I forget the he was to be a speaker. And then this organization heard that he was on. He was to be a guest, and they ordered them to can him, and that's what happened. And they took his channel away. Boo hoo. Yeah, I feel badly about. Yeah, young Pharaoh. Yeah, he got screwed too. Yeah, he was a he yeah he gave his testimony some years back. I respect that I mean, he is who he is. He is who he is. And I respect that he doesn't pretend to be anything else, and that he pulled himself out of economic hardships and he's able to support his family. He's not a perfect man, but he takes care of his responsibilities, his children. And when he got mugged, I mean, he got assaulted not too long ago, and he said, um, he said, you can take my money, please don't take my life. I have children. I think that took courage because when a gun is in your face and you got children, and I respect the man who wants to, who's looking out for their children. Yeah, more power to him and safety be unto him. Okay, what else here? Yes. Pyramid is saying love BN Nubia. Yeah, yes, agreed. I enjoyed NP content. I did hear about something that let me put this up there so people can see what I'm reading. Oops, sorry. Oops, how do you do this? I'm sorry about that. Yes. Okay. So something happened with him, kind of disappointed for a while. He had gotten very big though, lots of subs. Oh yeah, he had a tremendous amount of subs. Tremendous. And the system, see that when you become too powerful, when you're a powerful black man or mixed race man like Tate, they don't like you. They don't like you, light or dark. They don't want you. They don't want us there. But I'm saying, hey, come together. Take control of what you can control. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's also. I think got everything. Okay. Okay, Prince. Okay. Thank you so much for positivity. I need to get focused on a few chores. Yeah. Yes. 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 Peace and love to you. Yeah. Yeah. So yes. Yes. Hello, Camille Mason. Yes. Yes. So I don't know what else to say, but people don't believe the hype. They're trying to weaponize us in a negative way. And once they try to accomplish that, then they're going to discard us also. Don't think that they're saying things for your benefit, Black people, or any race. They want to get rid of all of us. All of us. They want to destroy our country. You live in America. and they don't like you either. They don't want America to stand. And who supports America? Well, all of us do. Black, white, yellow, red. We all are part of the fabric of America. And they want us divided and hating each other. Please don't fall for it. Yeah, we had a bad event that happened in Chicago. More crime that happened in Chicago. What was that? 50 people got shot and about 11 killed. What is this, people? This is because we don't love ourselves. Mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, please take control of your family. Stop praying to your higher power. We need to do this because they're going to trigger us. They want to have you do what you do for practice. They want you to practice on your own in killing your own, because they're going to weaponize you and trigger you to kill everybody around you. Stop the violence, people. Stop the insanity. Please, please, please. Yes. Please stop the violence. Please just go home. Go to a park. If you have a park that you can go to that's safe. Get close to nature. Take control of your children. If you have to, if you have a husband, a mother and a father, if one of you can stay at home and take care of your children, homeschool your kids. Homeschool them. Take back control. You can do it. People, the power is always like the Matrix. You always had the power. Oh no, not the Matrix. The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy always had the power, but she didn't know it. The power is in you. Start having meals together as a family. Start cooking your own foods. Stop eating this fast food crap with GMOs, plastic food, plastic life. Yes, bring back, start sprouting. If you have sprout, you can do sprouting. You just need a jar, sprinkle some of those sprouting seeds and do bean sprouts or something. Just to get some real food in your body, non-GMO. Start taking care of your health. Slowly but surely. We are all a work in progress. Slowly but surely, take control of your life, your body. You have the best bodies on the planet. We have beautiful bodies. Let's take it back. Let's take back our bodies, what they want it to become, all blubber. Let's take the power back onto us. Take your children, pull them away from those parasites, pimps, and losers. Bring them back home. You got two partners, keep one at home, have the other one work. We don't need a lot to live. You don't need those fancy jewelry, fancy sneakers. You don't need them. You don't need it. Don't believe the hype that you need. No, throw out those. Don't even watch those music videos. They're liars. They lie. They want you to believe foolishness. They're plastic people. Throw them out. And look in the mirror. Say, what can I do to improve my life? Maybe it's reading a book. Start reading some books about maybe nature, about the human body, about meditation. Something about plants. Get back in tune. The weather's getting hot now in New York City. Yeah. It's getting very, very hot now. So be careful of the heat. Be careful. Eat foods that are good for your body. Eat in season. Drink plenty of water. And put a pinch of real sea salt, not that what they call table salt, the real authentic sea salt. Put a pinch of it in your water and take control of your body. You know, I'm not a doctor. I don't have any, I'm not an MD, but you know, who should know your body but you? Get to know your body. Not every doctor, it says things for your benefit, especially if you're a Black person. Especially if you're a Black person. Get to know your body and use your intuition. If it doesn't feel right to you, say, no, thank you. Do what is best for you, what you feel is best to you. Yeah. Yeah, so I thank you for the opportunity to do this video. I was really hurting earlier when I came on. Yeah, I was felt very emotional. And that song that I told you about, I'm just about to go now. Let me show you that song for one last time. Let me show it to you. Okay. Okay, allow. Okay. Yeah, the lyrics to this song is beautiful. It's by Climax, Precious and Few. It's a love ballad, and it was released, it says here, in 1972. This was a very powerful year for me, very emotional year for me. I was a little girl. Yeah, look at the lyrics of this song when you have a time. This is real humanity. I doubt AI created this song. A human being created this song. It's beautiful. And whether you have someone that is precious and a few, whether you have your little dogs, little pets, they're precious. And one day they may not be there, but let them know that they are loved and cherished, you know? Because one day that, they might be gone. So, as it says, because precious and few are the moments we two can share. Okay? Isn't that beautiful, people? Isn't that beautiful? So, I thank you again. I thank you again for watching this channel, Spirit Journey. And those of you who like this humanity spoken word and want to support my channel, yes, my channel is what do you call it? What do you call it? Shadow band. And yes, they've pulled videos of mine, innocent videos that were created almost 3 years ago. It was in 2020. And they pulled them. They made some excuse about some violation, and they prevented me from uploading for 2 weeks, and they're doing this more and more frequently. Yes, those of you who want to support this channel, you can do so. You could PayPal me, and the link is on my on my channel, Spirit Journey. And on the top right of my banner of my channel, you'll see the link. Just click on the link. Yes, just click on the link. Um, PayPal me. Follow the prompts, and any amount would be greatly appreciated. I appreciate you. I appreciate your words of encouragement. I enjoy reading your comments. We're all to encourage one another. All of us need help once in a while. I thank you in advance. Oh, a Nubian says saying something: black seed oil, turmeric, garlic, colloidal silver can be put in your. Yes, interesting. Yes, I have all those things. I bought them recently. Yes, and I take the black seed and turmeric. Yes, I take my water every day, and I have to take it right after this video. Yeah. So thank you, people, precious, and few are you. I appreciate, yes. Thank you, Newbie. I needed to hear you say that. Yes, thank you, Pamela. Yes. Thank you for catching this live. I enjoy doing this and I want to continue doing this even if they pull my channel. And if they do so, I do have another channel. I have a Rumble, and I think Rumble and Odyssey. Yeah, I have I have it linked. I think Rumble is it's linked to this, Spirit Journey channel, and I'll just probably continue. If they do that, I'll put I put the link on that. Yeah, yeah. It's called Azalea's World. I think it was Rumble. It's called Azalea's World, and you can look at my content on that. And I have a few YouTube channels. I have those who like to look at orbs, the little lights. I have a channel called Orb Whisperer. There's more than one channel called Orb Whisperer, but mine is the one that has me lying down in bed. That's me. And I show candid videos that I took with my security camera of orbs. Yes, orbs. And I have a Blackcom warning. Yeah, I have a few videos out there, YouTube channels. So I hope you enjoy them. But this is my Spirit Journey is my primary channel that I share content with. And when they had pulled my channel, just before that, I had this linked up to Rumble and Odyssey, you know. So that's about it. Thank you again. Peace, love, and joy. Stay hydrated, stay well. Love your children. Love your fur babies out there. I appreciate you from the heart. Peace, love, joy, protection, power, and prosperity be on to you. Until next time, folks. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to have my breakfast now. Bye bye.